Hi and welcome to Lottery Number Generator using Visual Studio 2019. However, this is a Visual Basic application, so let me show you guys how this works. Once you click on this lottery button, this is what you see, and you can even see the random color generator as well. Look at that, and we can even exit. I'm going to say no. See that? So what I'm going to do now is to take you guys straight into Visual Basic 2019 development environment, and we'll put one of these together. Let's do that now, guys. And welcome to Visual Studio 2019. Now I'm going to click on create new project. Okay, and right here I'm going to select the application I intend to use. I'll be using Visual Basic. Click on Visual Basic and select next. And right here I'm going to give my project a name, so I'm just going to call that lottery underscore generator and click on create. And right here my form is ready. I'm going to now click on the properties there, and let's define the size of the form. I'm going to make that 1386 by 900. That's meant to be the width and the height. There we go. So the next thing is come straight to the toolbox here. If you don't have your toolbox, go to window and reset the window layout. I have my toolbox. Click on the toolbox, and right here I'm going to select button. I need 2 of those. I also need 1 label. I need 6 text box. I have 6 of those in place, and I'm going to need 7 timers. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Right there you can see those timers, and here those are my 6 text box. Move them aside. Label is going to be right on top and there. So what I'm going to now do is to define or to arrange my buttons the way I want. Okay, and there will be 3 up here. So this text box, actually arrange them the way I want, and I'm going to then give them all a name. But before that, let's go to the properties. I would like to select the multi-line, make that true. There we go. So they all have multi-line now, which means I can then drag them the way I want. Okay, so let's come in here, select all of these text box, and I'm just going to enhance the font size. Let's make that maybe 72 so that you guys can see it properly, and bold and 72. That's fine. Just drag this to increase the size of that, and there, something like that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'm going to rearrange that properly. So let's try to get the center of this. Yeah, and this is there. That is it. Beautiful. Okay, arrangement is fine. Now this label up here, let's change the size of that, of the fonts, to 72 as well. Let's come right down here, make that 72, and inside our very label I'm going to enter lottery number generator. There we go. Just reposition it properly. Now grab all these ones, bring them down a little bit. Okay, these 2 buttons, let's do something with them. So enhance the size of these buttons. So, and there, let's change the font. I'm going to make the font about 72 as well. Make that bold, 72 there. And this will be known as lottery. The next one, this is going to be known as exit. So for the exit, that will be known as BTN exit, right up here. and let's take care of the exit right away. Double click on that, and I'm going to declare the following variable up here: dim I exit as dialog result. And I will also declare 3 more variables. So for my lottery, that's going to be dim I store, that's where I will store the value. I will store the numbers that I'm going to be using to check on my timer here, and that is as integer. I'm also going to declare another one. I'll just call that iLottery. And one more for my random number color generator, dim rn, okay, random as new random. Okay, and up here I intend to import as follows. Let's say import system dot components. That'll be component model. There we go. There's an error here. Let's change that to dim. Okay, that's fine. So right here, this very button, the exit button, let's double click on that again so that you guys can see it. Double click on the exit button. I'm now going to enter as follows. So the first thing is I exit equals message box dot show, and right inside the message box method I'm going to enter confirm if you want to exit. Confirm if you want to exit. Right, so let's say comma, and just going to give it a name. The name is going to be lottery, comma, let's get a message box method in, and that is going to be button dot yes or no, comma, message box icon. Let's look for the icon. There we go. And the icon that I want on the message box is going to be a question mark, this very one. And right here, let's come in and say if I exit equals dialog results dot yes, then application dot exit. There, that's the exit taken care of. Okay, if I run the program, this is what you guys will see. There we go, guys. If I click on exit, there, nope. Exit, yes, that is fine. The exit is working as we want. Right, so the other thing we want to do now is let's double click on the form. Double click on that very form. The first thing I want to do with the timer is timer 7 dot enable. There equals true right there. Okay, and inside timer 7 I'm going to make all of the other timers, I'm going to make them false. So let's come in here. You see that's timer 7. Double click on that, paste what I've just copied, so that is going to become false. Well, that will be timer 1. Right, and I would repeat the same thing for the other. So copy, paste. There we go, and change the numbers around. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that's fine. But before that, I should have used an if statement there. Okay, let's say I score, the score that will store the value, whatever value I have in there. Let's say if it's -1, if it's -1, I want it to do as follows. However, if I store equals 0, I want all of these timers to become disabled. So enable is going to become false. That's the whole idea. That's what I want in there. Okay, that's fine. I've taken care of that. Now let's come into, no, let's take care of this first. I'm going to take care of that very button. Oh, but that button has no name. Let's give it a name. BTN lottery. There. Now we don't have a name for it. Okay, double click on BTN lottery. As you can see, the name is right here. I'm just going to copy it so that I'll paste it right here. So all I just want that to do is to enable all of the timers. So I'm going to copy that timer, and I'll now say enable equals true. Yeah, I'll repeat the same thing for the others. So just copy and paste that in there. Alright, if all of these timers are all enabled, what I want to do is I want this iStore. As soon as I click on the button, it will initialize. 12 will be initialized into it, and the timer 7 will start the counting. Okay, look at that. -1, -2, and so on until it becomes 0. Then these timers will stop. That's the whole idea. So that is taken care of. Now let's take care of this very one. Timer number 1. First thing first, right inside timer number 1, I'm going to call this function random. I think it's called randomize. That is it, randomize. Okay, and I'm going to say lottery iLottery equals integer, and it's going to range from 59 multiplied by rand function. There we go. And this value now, I'm now going to enter it inside the first text box. But first thing first, does the first text box has a name? Let's come in here. I need to give that a name. No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to call that txt lottery 1. Okay, so timer 1, that will become txt lottery 1 dot text equals lottery iLottery. There we go. So whatever value that, whatever random number generated here is now stored inside this very text box. There. Now let's do one more thing. Supposing if it's 0. So supposing when the number is entered becomes 0, let's see. But first thing first, let's run it and see. If you click on that, look at that. Okay, so all I just need to do is to copy and paste for the rest. But let's try and take care of all of these first. If it's 0, what am I going to do with that? I'm going to say if txt.text equals 0, then I want the random number itself to reiterate again. Okay, to generate itself all over again. There we go. And if I get rid of that, and if, there we go. That's it. All right, that will prevent it from regenerating itself. But the other thing is, supposing I ended up with all of these text boxes end up with the same number, what's going to happen? Well, let's run it first and see. That is fine. Exit. Okay, supposing they all end up with the same number, so I'm going to take care of that in here. So what I'm going to do is use another if statement to compare all of the values that we have inside the text box, and there we go. Okay, so if txt lot 1 equals lot 2 and so on up to lot 6, I want this to happen. Look at that. Okay, then the number randomed is now 58, and for me to now assign it to the text box, I've added 1 to it, should in case we have just 59 in here. We don't want that. Okay, so we just increment it here anyway to give us 59 numbers just in case. There. So all I'm now going to do is I'm going to copy this, copy everything in there. Oh, one thing first, maybe I should just work on the color as well. If I run it, look at that. There, that's fine. So let's work on the color. So the background color, I want that to be randomized as well. So right underneath here, I'm going to enter txt load1 dot background color equals, there, equals color dot, right? That's the random color that I want it to generate. So if I run it, remember I actually declared this variable rn, which is right up here. Okay, come right down so that you guys can see the codes again, because I'm now going to speed it up once I finish running it. There we go. Look at that. You see the colors are now changing. So all I'm just going to do now is I'm going to copy these lines of codes that I have inside timer number 1. Copy everything, copy, double click on timer number 2, paste that right inside timer number 2, and just change the number, because the text box is named as txt2. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for the rest. And this one to 2 as well. This to 2, and this will become 1. There. Alright, I think the very first one is taken care of. Okay, so that is for 2. I'm going to copy it again, and I'll change this to 2. Okay, let's just try it out and see before I speed that up anyway. There we go. Look at that. That's fine. So I'm going to now just copy all of these and repeat the same thing for number 3, and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Alright, all is taken care of, but if I run it, this is how it's going to look like. There we go. That's fine. I also need to be able to change, to randomize the color, the background color, or write this error here, and maybe enter different colors here as well. Okay, so let's do that. Let's come down here. I'm going to enter that in number 6. So first of all, let me copy all of these, copy that, come right down here and just say btn lottery dot back color equals that, and btn exit dot back color equals that as well, and that's all there is to it. What about the background? Let's say me dot form itself. That's for the background color for the form. There, I've randomized that as well. There we go. And one more thing that is left, let's correct the spelling error there. So that's meant to be lottery. Okay, right, and there we go. So let's run our program now and see. There we go. Click on that. Look at that, guys, and that is how you generate your own lottery number. One other thing is, you see the numbers, they are, let's get it all aligned to the align center. So select it all and come right down here, select the alignment, get it centered. Now run the program again. There we go, guys. That's how you generate your own lottery number using Microsoft Visual Studio 2019 Visual Basic application. So let me show you guys the lines of codes one more time before I call it a day. There we go. Okay, import as follows. Declare the following variable on the form. Enable the timer number 7, and here that's my exit. Inside timer number 7, okay, assign the following and deduct 1 for every seconds. And here, once this call becomes 0, clear it all, disable it. Enable equals false, and here once you click on the button, enable becomes true, and the store is assigned 12. And there we go. Timer number 1 carry out as follows. Randomize. Okay, whatever that is randomized is then assigned into that variable declared, and that is now assigned into the text box. If there's 0, regenerate the random number. Okay, in here check each value to make sure the value on each text box is not the same. That's what I've done here. And here just randomize, give us a random color for the background of the text box, and the same thing was repeated for the other timer and the text box. There guys, number 4, timer 5, and finally timer number 6. There. So I'm going to run the program again. There we go guys, and I'll call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it. Do subscribe and join to be a member of my channel. Bye for now.